Welcome to computer coding class. Today our topic is multi-level inheritance in C++. It is a most important characteristics of object-oriented programming. Inheritance is the process of transferring characteristics and properties from one generation to another generation, from ancestor to successor. In C++, inheritance is the process by which the object of one class acquires the properties and characteristics of object of another class. Now we will understand multi-level inheritance. Multi means more than one levels. Now let's take real life example. There are three persons: grandfather, father and child. Suppose father earned 1 crore rupees. After his death, grandfather's money goes to his son, that is class B. Now his son also earned 1 crore rupees, means his son has 2 crore rupees. Now after his death, these rupees goes to grandchild. Now grandchild has 2 crore rupees, 1 crore rupees from father and 1 crore rupees from grandfather. In this way, this process will be continued. In C++, we created a superclass, and in superclass we created a method A. Now we create a subclass 1 using superclass, and now in subclass we also created a method B. So now subclass 1 has two methods, method A and method B. Now we inherit class 1 to its subclass, that is subclass 2. So subclass 2 contains two methods, one from superclass, that is method A, and second method B from subclass 1. So it has two methods, and now we created method C in subclass 2. So now subclass 2 has three methods in level 2. Let's start coding. First of all, we will include necessary header files, that is IOStream. Next, we will create a class named A. In this class, we will declare a variable x in public mode, as well as we will create a function named input_x to insert value in x. This is our first class. Next, we will create second class, that's name is B. In this class, we will declare one variable named y in public mode, as well as we will create another function that's name is input_y to insert values in y. This is the second level. First level is A, second level is B, and now we will create level third, that is class C. Here in public mode we will create a function named sum for addition of two variables x and y. All classes are independent, there is no inheritance. This is the main function. Now we will make connection in this class. We will firstly inherit class A in class B as a public. Now all the public data and function members are part of class B. Now in third level we will inherit class B. It means now class A and class B all data and functions are member of class C. Now we will create the object of class C. There is no need of creation of object for class A and class B because we have already inherited them. Now we will call the function by using object of C. First input x, second input y, and then third sum function. This is 3 level functions. Now we will compile and run the program. Here I am using code blocks and G++ compiler. Syntax error, missing of semicolon. Now our program is ready. We will compile and run again. Value for x in first class, value for y, and this is the sum. Here we declared all our data members in public mode. That is the against of object oriented technology. In OOPS we must declare our data members as a private members. By default all the members are private in class, so we declared both x and y in private mode. Now these members are private, so cannot be inherited. So we will make a changes in our function. We will make a successor function, accessor function. So we will write a return in both function integer, and this function will return the value because a member function of a class can access the private members of the class, and our functions are in public mode, so they can be inherited. So this is the trick to access private members in inheritance. These functions are called accessor functions. Now in class C we have inherited class A function in B and class B function in class C. Now in place of these variables we will call directly functions. Now there is no need of calling x and y function in main. Directly we will call only sum function because we have already called x and y in sum function. Next we will compile and run the program. We have successfully run the program. So this is the correct program. Now we will make some changes in this program. Here we inherit class A in class B as a public member. Suppose if we inherit class A in class B as a private member, then what will happen? Here if we inherit class A as a private, then class A will be inherited in class B as a private member, but it will not be inherited in next level because that is the private members in class B. So input x function is now member of class B, but it will be declared in private mode, so it cannot be inherited in class C. You can see here this is the error when we compile the program, because now input x cannot be inherited from class A. It can only be inherited to class B. Now it is the private member of class B. Now we will revert the changes and make public. Now what will happen if class B inherited as a private member? Now if class B will be inherited as a private member's name, then class B's all the members will be inherited to class C, and class B also contains the function of class A. So class C contain both the functions of class A and class B, but as a private. So directly we cannot call both these function in main, but the member function of class C, that is the sum, can exist. So we can run the program, and this is the result. These functions can be accessed by member function of class C, that is the sum. Now we will check whether we can access this function in main. So we will remove this comment. You can see that there is a syntax error. It means both these functions are private in class C. So directly in main we cannot run them because main is an external function, but the function sum, that is the part of class C, can access private functions input x and input y. In this way, we can perform multi-level inheritance in C++. Thank you very much.